You were the treasury in the past before becoming national president. Right now, you were also the president of Boya. At least, thank you for your community service, serving the bank people. But my question is this. In the past, there were not a lot of transparency, and you were the treasury in the past. So my question to you is, were you able to present the financial statement to the financial secretary, maybe to the General Assembly, do smooth handing over before become president on 30th of March 2023?
Perfect question. Yes, I did. And I still have a copy of my report. First, how were the funding done? Unlike what I would consider as transparency. And I'm happy you mentioned and said in the past, I was the treasurer, and everything about where money came from, how it went, was done by the financial secretary. And money was always sent to me to keep. I insisted over and over that we should open a bank account. That was never done, and I could not unilaterally open a bank account. When I finally became the president, I realized that there was actually a bank account for LECUDO in Yaoundé. And what did I do? The first week I came in, I caused the account to be reopened, an account that has been there for years but left dormant. I caused the account to be opened and transferred to Boya. And over, as we speak, no penny of LECUDO has been in anybody's hand. Each time money comes in, it is sent to the treasurer. When we go for a meeting or anybody does a contribution, it is sent to the treasurer, who has less than 48 hours to pay the money into the account. And that is what has been done. Once she pays the money to her account, she sends me a photocopy of the deposit slip. And so, from the day I came in, every penny of LECUDO has been in the account. While I was a treasurer, every penny that was handed to me was fully accounted for. And I still have copies of my report and my discussions with everybody in the executive, the president, and the financial secretary, because those were the two principal persons. But unlike what goes on now, in terms of accountability and transparency, my treasurer knows who receives, who transfer how much money, when and how. At the time I was a treasurer, I didn't know. And I tried to break through, and it wasn't very possible. Again, I think we had the challenges of the crisis and all sorts of things that were going on. I want to somehow attribute that to it. But again, that is not my style.
So that means in the past, money were being kept in the treasury, they will keep money personally in their own personal keeping. It wasn't like now where you are saying that this account now where, because I've spoken to the current treasury, yes, you admit that there's a bank account. When they collect money, I think the next day they will deposit it into the bank account, as you are saying, confirming what you are saying.
Therefore, I think that question as to whether how money was handled, I would rather refer you to Mr. Romanos, who was the finance secretary, and he has been finance secretary for over 10 years, as I understood. And so he managed that far better than any other person. He can better explain that to you, because I just came in at the end, and I had my own concerns that money was being handled in pockets rather than being in bank statements, because we don't give loans to people. When people collect the bank money and they're holding in their pocket, something could go wrong. Not that somebody will steal. Well, I'm not concerned with people stealing, but something could go wrong. Somebody could feel ill. A thief could catch a person who could break into somebody's house. I will expect that public money is put into the public system, a formal system.
Yes, no,
from there.
Mr. President, yeah, well, I agree with you. And what you are saying is actually very correct, and that is what we need to be doing. But I was just saying that before you became the president, that means you were the treasurer, you were also holding money in the hand. I believe the financial secretary take record, hand over the money to the treasurer for the keeping.
I am saying that the part that was handed to me,
yes,
I got it into account, and I brought it out each time they wanted.
Okay.
Because I insisted that we should open LECUDO, the President General should open an account And that was never done.
Okay. Yes, yeah, at least, Mr. President, thank you for clarification. Okay, Mr. President, excuse me, let me just do a follow-up question here. Because we are talking about people contributing. I think that's where you started, creating branches, asking the bank people to contribute the 1,000 development dues to carry on project. And I think they are even saying that the last General Assembly, that amount was increased to even 2,000. Our goal is to bring more people in. And one of the ways to galvanize more the bank people in is if we have a project that you are able to market, maybe sell it to the bank people. So I wanted to ask you, like, when you came in, you have been in the office for almost, you have barely have maybe 5 months to go. That means you have been like a month and a half. When you came in, what was your vision to the bank people as the national president? What was the goal? What was the objective that you put forward? And how much have you accomplished?
Very good question. When I came in, like we just discussed,
yeah,
the first thing was to make sure that we assist people, internally displaced people, go back to the bank. That was the first thing. On top of that, to make sure that I rebuild the bank unity so that they can collaborate on a project. The third thing was to grow membership of LECUDO, both nationally and externally. The fourth thing was to build a sound system of internal control such that LECUDO General can find itself to the global development market space, because it's unacceptable that LECUDO, an organization as it is, for over the years, I cannot be able to go to the money market and build partners or borrow money because we don't have a systems in place. And so my dream was to make sure that we get there, and I think we are going to get there. The next thing was to strengthen the branches and build their systems of accountability and avoid situations of indebtedness that are found in branches, delinquency, and all kinds of things. So these are the things that I had planned to deal with. Because LECUDO General job first rule is to build organization, build membership, and strengthen systems of accountability and raise funds. So this is what I came in to do.